quite the kind of average team. Gauge isn't too hard. They got a nice amount of damage. I'd like to see how this Vladimir actually goes against the Malphite. Should be able to harass him quite a bit. Um, yeah, these teams. I can't really say there's much to comment on. There doesn't seem to be these synergies which you'd maybe look for in 5v5 teaming.
Yeah,
What?
very what comes from the side of red team. Blue team is all about investing only at team fighting, while the red side doesn't really have much of an engage on their side. I mean, they have to rely only that RE charm or the Lee Sin Qs to initially start the fight, but then the team has to follow it up, while the blue side can just easily just turn the team fights in that point. So it's gonna be very risky for the red team to try engaging in a team fights.
I mean, Soraka's going to be interesting because from what we know, Soraka can actually do quite a lot of damage if she lands her Q. Um, if she lands a Q, it can do quite a bit. It's like a crit, mini slow. She does have the silence and the roots, but I mean, that Shen taunt's going to really hurt someone if it does catch them out, because there's Morgana Dark Binding which will follow up quite easily. So, and then there's also Think Snare. So it looks like blue team's got quite the pick comp, but also capable of team fighting.
So on this, I think I'll have to put my bet on the side of blue team. Kinda have been on how dominant they were in that last game that they played, where they win very conveniently, convincingly, actually. We're finally getting into the champion loading screen and getting into game 2 of day 2. And we see the blue side winning in the skin war.
One thing I'd like to tap onto is I'd like to see this Vladimir become a carry, which he can become. He's like a Lysandra in a way, except with more sustain, so less CC. His AoE capabilities are incredible. If you can land an ulti at a single E, that's a lot of damage already. So I would like to see this Vladimir just abuse the Malphite. Because if you can shut down a Malphite over and over again, it really takes him a long time to actually become tanky, which can help you out in team fights amazingly.
Quite interesting, we see both supports going for that ancient coin start instead of Blitzcrank going for the relic shield and Soraka going for that frost fang. So both are going for that speed boost that those items can prepare. And actually the red team, by the looks of it, is trying to see if they can set up a death trap. But that's a very large boost to actually be setting it up in. I mean, they maybe should be in this bush, on the river, connected to the river. That would have more chances. But we haven't seen that the team 3 likes to do these jungle invasions early, so very odd to see them.
I think they were expecting this Blitzcrank to do the generic pull from the river bush, but blue team did place a ward at the blue buff, kind of saw that there was no one really there, so they maybe predicted that there was actually going to be people sitting in the bush, as they are. So nothing really happens. No one kind of loses an advantage at this point.
Yeah,
Still very...
Yeah, now the blue side sees that they are going for that frog start. You see a lot of help coming for Lee. So no special lane swapping coming from either teams. They all are happy with their laning phases that they're going up against.
Nice bit of poke from the Soraka and the Graves.
Yeah, that Soraka kill can be very harmful for them if he decides to do that starfall on the minions right next to AD carry. And we actually see Graves getting hooked by the Blitzcrank. He lands right into the Swampers. Is he gonna take enough damage? No, he's not. He's just gonna help his health up a little bit and stay safe.
Quite interesting that this Jinx took the traps level 2, so they were preparing for a level 2 kill, but they didn't manage to get it. It's Soraka's got superior healing power.
Oh, and actually Graves dashing out of the Blitzcrank hook, but he just happens to be in front of Soraka, who gets put instead, having to flash away from harm's way.
I'd also like to point out the Morgana showing off her wardrobe of skins on that champion, playing with a different skin from last time.
Yeah, that Morgana main proving to be a very big for her. And actually we see Vladimir go a little bit low on the top lane, but he does have those health pots and that spell vamp ability to stay frosty. And we see Soraka getting hit by the Swampers and actually getting pulled by the Blitzcrank into the bush, and he's gonna go down, but Blitzcrank is gonna get the first blood. So Soraka not working out at the moment, as we see Lee Sin is actually ganking. He hits the kill, but a brilliant knockup by Blitzcrank actually disrupting the Sonic Wave coming from Lee Sin. And we see Shen in the meantime has sneak up to the side push on top lane. Now waiting to see a ton. He will almost have to flash for that engage as Malphite is going a little bit too deep. Actually, he's forcing Vladimir out of that lane. But actually there's the flash taunt coming, and that's a kill for the Malphite. Brilliantly played. And we see
he did. I mean, he could have hit it with a normal dash, but there was always the threat of the Vladimir using his pull and managing to dodge it. So that was very well played doing the flash taunt.
We see Vladimir using the teleport to get back to lane, picking up double amplifying tome for his ways. And we see Jinx getting that pickaxe start actually. And Blitzcrank going to the side push. He's gonna walk up, try to see if he can get a knock up. Actually hits a pull onto Soraka, and he gets hit by the Swampers and takes a lot of damage, and Jinx is just gonna secure that kill. And you really don't want to give these early kills to a hyper carry like Jinx, who's gonna scale to the late game very hard. And this is not gonna be good for the red team. Actually, Blitzcrank getting another pull, Graves having to flash away from the jumpers.
Actually seems to be that the Blitzcrank has 100% hook hit rate.
Yeah, Aftermo could learn some things by just watching this stream. Too bad that he's preparing for LCS.
He's not on this tier yet. Still got a ways to go.
out of the way. And actually, Vladimir take a lot of damage from the cheese roll of Malphite. And there's the final miss from Blitzcrank. His game is now over. It's ruined. He had a very good score going for him, but it's now all over. And he's thinking about retirement as we speak.
We might need to call him Crepo.
And there we go. He makes it up by hitting another pull onto the Swampert, onto Soraka. The Soraka using the heal, Jinx! But the heal takes health away from Soraka, so that was very odd. Time to choose to heal Graves at that point. And now Blitzcrank going over the turret, actually taking a lot of damage, having to use that exhaust on the Graves. And now Blitzcrank having to go into the jungle, having to wait until Jinx pushes that lane. And there's the recoil disrupted by the leasing Sonic Wave. And I think we've been here before, because this looks familiar.
I mean, if it works, why change it?
Okay, but this time he does not have the flash up. He's gonna wait for Malphite to do enough damage, and actually now he starts actually pulls in right at time, but there's seismic start. They knock up the ultimate from Malphite, and actually Lee Sin is in double and hit. Vladimir flashes in and gets a sonic Q onto the Shen, having to use the Dragon Trace, and actually Malphite manages to get another cheese roll onto Vladimir, and there's action going all over the place. Now Ari's on the bottom lane, he's gonna pick up the kill. Shutdown kill onto Jinx. So action going all over the place. We'll see Malphite now returning to that top lane with a blasting wand actually.
I think the Vladimir kind of underestimated the damage Malphite could do. I mean, quite a few Malphites like to max their E, but this Malphite that we see, they're very fond of the Q, which is, in my personal opinion, superior spell to max. Damage is quite respectable, and it just showed in that case. But it did get the kill on Vladimir. But Lee Sin also coming in at the right time there.
And it was the Unstoppable Force was the name of the ability of the Malphite ultimate. So we see a 2000 gold lead for the blue team, over 3 kills, and Ari getting hit by the Dark Bunny and the Tormented Soil, and have the Soul Shackles. He's gonna pick up that kill onto Ari. And it's interesting to see, because they let this Morgana go through the banning phase. So they weren't worried about this Morgana at all, but it proves that they shouldn't have been. And actually Lee Sin getting hit by the Dark Bunny. There's pull from Blitzcrank. Jinx is gonna pick up that kill. And this is looking just like the last game that they had. Very dominant early game, but except this game they're getting the kills on the AD carry. And another pull from Blitzcrank. He gets eaten by the Dark Bunny. And they're going one by one. Finally the bottom lane of the red side is moving up. From the flank, there's the collateral damage from Graves. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but it pushes them away from the turret. There's another pull coming from Blitzcrank, this time missing his something. Well, he has missed 2 times his pull so far.
There, blue team bot lane seems to have no remorse. I mean, the Soraka is a level 28. No, a bit harsh to land all the hooks like that. But you know, it's just how the game goes, really.
Yeah, you're in a tournament. You can't just set the difficulty to apprentice. You just have to go with the skill level of the other guys, and then just hope that you do something. Meantime, Malphite is gonna actually not gonna yet pick up that top turret, but he's gonna soon. Meanwhile, Half is in the mid lane. He's looking for a gank, and actually, Jinx just walked past Ari, and Blitzcrank is moving under him. Grace flashing away from the Super Mega Death Rocket, but yeah, he's just gonna go down. Jinx is gonna pick that up, and Ari, in the meantime, is a little bit in a precarious place, and this just looks like another win for the blue team. Ari trying to intercept the minion waves in the bottom lane, but a very small win, as the blue team is gonna pick up that middle turret, and now they're gonna take that inhibitor as well. There comes the TP from Malphite, was just base. He's getting that uneasy like rat. He's going for the death cap, and the blue team is actually pushing for a win here. And this will be a very fast win actually. I think something has happened with the Lee Sin and the Vladimir. I think they have gave up or something like that.
That is a 13-minute win.
Yeah, Soraka getting that double
Actually,
kill.
Doesn't look like they can finish the game off.
No, because the Lee Sin comes out of the base and decides to fight, and he's gonna... The blue team could have finished up there, but they decided to dance around a little bit. And Soraka in the meantime is going for a stroll on that mid lane. Actually delaying the minion wave, actually a very clever play actually. But it just looks like the red side has just given up. They're not even leaving their own base, they're just sitting there. And the blue team, they're just lining up for that middle lane. Half goes to clear out the red buff, and Ari gives a welcome to their base. If they choose to fight, which it won't be actually, they'll just pick up a kill on the Graves. And now they're gonna finish up the Nexus. So that was a little bit awkward.
I don't think there's much to comment on onto that.
That was just the red side just giving up very early.
Yeah, blue side just won laning phase, and red side just didn't really have it in them.
So I think by my calculations that the finals would be Team 1 versus Team 3. I'm not sure at this point, but it would appear so.
User joined your
Hello.
channel.
Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
So
That game was fun.
yeah, we were kind of. It appears like your jungler and top laner kind of gave up.
Oh well, you missed everything. Oh,
User
Yeah.
joined your
because there are
channel.
actually some things happening right now in that game. I mean, because our top
Hey,
laner
guys.
left after 5 minutes because he was mad or something.
Okay.
Because our bot laner, like this guy, is level 25 and he started playing League. I don't know, for a few weeks now, and we have to explain a lot of stuff, like basic stuff about the game. But I don't really care about that. But the top laner does, and he doesn't like it.
User
and our
joined your
jungler
channel.
didn't like it as well. So we had a handicap like that. But
Guys.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
for a normal game.
Okay.
And the final's gonna start, man. The final.
Well, yeah,
Damn.
it's finals.
So what?
Yeah, the finals.
This
You're
is the
gonna-
finals.
Oh, don't you have 2 screens?
I'm poor. I'm a student.
Oh.
Faggot.
What you're gonna do is gonna be watching our stream.
Je kan een fucking tweedehands scherm halen bij de kringloopwinkel voor €10.
So, explaining stuff to some new guy, and then two people like super salty about it, and then start being bitchy.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
one more time.
The previous game. So some guy was really new. You had to explain stuff to him, and then like two people were super salty about that and started being little bitches.
Yeah, but yes, that's like the moral of the story. But there was like one guy that was like the salty god, you know, like the salt god, and he just decided to go AFK and like blaming everyone and stuff. So yeah, that was the salty god, and then there were like 3 other guys, including me, that were not salty, but more like, okay, this is kind of handicap, you know, this is fucked up. We want to win, we want to help him, but we have to help him, like play his game and also play our game, and that's really hard, you know. This 5v5 tournament is a cool idea, but I don't really care if we have someone in our team who's not that good as someone else, but I want to have someone in the team who like at least know the items and what to build and where to go, you know, just the basic stuff, instead of, okay, does this turret hit me, or, you know, stuff like that. So that's really hard.